Welcome back to Tom's Garage. What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be working on, it's a Craftsman LT1000. Yep. This one has got the single cylinder 17.5 Intek. This is not the original engine for this tractor. I bet this must have come off a rear engine snapper or something. But it no cranky. So we're gonna diagnose it. Yeah, we might as well work on something today. Well, let's set the camera up and we'll go through and see what's going on with it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to do it. Let's get the hood off of this thing. I've already got the headlights unplugged. Let me grab my little sparky tester and do some diagnosing. There it is. There it is. Lower the camera down so you can see a little gooder. Let's see, let's come around this way. Come around this way or up there. Hey, lordy. Yeah. Put that in line. She said it would just crank over and crank over and crank over and just wouldn't crank at all. Wouldn't crank. So we're going to quickly find out. We're going to quickly find out if it's a fuel related problem or if it's an ignition problem or something else. But we're going to find out what it is. Oil is good and clean and full. Fuel tank is full. Well, let's figure out what's going on. Alright, parking brake is set. She is in neutral. Deck is up. Blades are disengaged. Let me grab something. I'm going to set another battery in that seat to simulate somebody sitting in it in case that seat switch has got the ignition killed. Go around this way. All right, throttle up. Choke is actuating. No cranky. Okay, that rules out a fuel problem. Now let me look over here at this spark tester, see if she's getting spark. Can you see it? Right there. I can see it. But I'll tell you, it is very, very weak. It is very, very weak. Let me pull this spark plug out. Yeah, I can see a little spark, but to me it was awful weak. Maybe the coil. That thing should be lighting up bright enough to see it on camera, and I bet you couldn't see it. Oh yeah, she's getting fuel all right. Look at that. I bet she's flooded. I bet that spark plug is just fouled. Let's find out. I'm gonna spin it over and make sure that combustion chamber ain't absolutely full of fuel. Blow all over my camera. Oh yeah. Blow out the combustion chamber. Put a new spark plug in it. It's a brand new plug. Crush the crush sleeve. Take my spark tester off there. Let's see if it was just flooded and fouled that spark plug. Let's see what she does now. I'm gonna take it off of choke because it's got plenty of fuel in it. Let me choke it. Still nothing. I'm going to use my other spark tester. I just don't like that spark tester over there. Oh God, let's see what she's doing now. Using this spark tester. Nope, nothing, no spark. We have no spark. Okay, no spark. I believe we're going to have ourselves a, we'll have ourselves a bad coil. Get it up a little bit so I can work on it without having to bend over. Just kills my back to bend over. Let's see, let me raise the camera up a little bit here. All right, I'm going to, let's see, first thing I'm going to do is pull that cover off. I'm going to hit pause and I'm going to find a better place to put this camera. Okay, I'm going to get this cover pulled off of here. Get out of the way. I'm sure I've probably got several of these coils on engines out there in the shed of shame. And that's what we'll do. One of my longest time customers. Try to get her taken care of, save her some money, and get this thing delivered back to her tomorrow morning because I got to get caught up. I got so much other stuff out here to do. I tell you, it's the middle of November, man, and I still got a lot to do. People are still calling me. I don't know what it is, but I have had a run on coils. I've already replaced 3 coils on backpack blowers. I replaced a coil on a chainsaw. And now I got a possible another coil, all just this week, and today's Friday. Man, what is going on with the coils? Are we being attacked from electromagnetic pulse attack or something? I don't know what's going on. I ain't putting nothing past anybody. Did I not plug that spark plug back in when I tried to crank it last? Let me do that. I think I tried to crank this thing when I put that new spark plug in there without plugging the spark plug wire back up. Let's see if she fires up. No? Okay. Just need to make sure before I take it apart. That's the wrong bolt in that one. I can't tell you how many times I've cranked one over and forgot to put the dipstick back in it. It just rains oil all over the shop. That's why I gotta keep getting in a hurry sometimes. Is this the one that's got that little screw down in there? I don't believe it is. Nope. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to unplug that little black wire going to the coil. So I just unplug it. That will isolate the coil. So you know the problem is with the coil and not in the wiring, one of the safety switches or something. So before I pull that coil off, I'm going to test the spark one more time. One more time. Okay. Put that back on there. Got a good ground that's hooked up. No fire. So we know it's the coil. I may have one on the shelf over here. Nope. I don't believe this one's it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. I'll have to go in the shed out there and dig around for another coil. There she is. Just a bad little coil. All right. Let me hit pause and I'm gonna go dig around in the shed and see what I can find. If I can find another one out there, hang loose. Well. I've got two more of those Intek engines in the shed out there. And what I found was both of them had this type of coil. You can see the difference between the two. But I'm thinking since them two engines had this one, maybe this one is not the right one for this. But we're going to try this one. Otherwise, I'd have to order a near. And I'm going to put that on a wire wheel, clean that up a little bit. Clean it a little bit. Just to make sure it's getting a good ground. Because it's the same bolt pattern. Same bolt pattern. Hook up your wire again. Put the screws in it. Get that magnet away from it. So it appears to be the same bolt pattern and everything. So we are going to see if this one will work. I can find the hole. Put your little business card gapper in there. Pull the magnet around till it snatches that coil. And holds it tight. Okay, she's in there, snugged up. I don't use a impact to put this back on with, because you can damage it. You can cross thread it. Just get it good and snugly. All right, spin the flywheel out of the way. The magnet. Get your card back. Now let's check it. Make sure you ain't too awful close. Because if you hit this coil, you're going to break them towers off this engine block, and you have ruined more than one person's day Okay. Gap looks good. Now let's check, see if we got spark. Find a good place to ground. Like that. Make sure the oil cap is on. Kind of like that. Let's see what we can see. We got spark now, boy. We got sparkage. That's what it was. Just about, oh, look at that O-ring. Yeah, the last person to put that cover on just mangled that O-ring. Wow. Let me hit pause. I'm gonna have to find another O-ring. This thing is just mutilated. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That has got to be perfectly sealed. What I do is I put a little grease around it. That way the cover slides on it easier and you don't have that happen. I wonder if I've got one of these on the shelf. Otherwise I'd have to. Let's see, I don't have one in these boxes over here. I'm gonna walk back out to the shed of shame and steal one off another engine, hang loose. Okay, I got me another O-ring. Put that on there. Take a little grease. And just put a little layer of grease on it. You can use anything, any kind of lubricant. But this grease will last longer over the years and you can still take it on and off a lot easier. Just put a little grease around it. You might as well take time to do this because you're going to fight with it and damage it. And it's so quick to do that, and that cover will just pop right back on without having to fight with it. Alright, let me look under here and make sure this heat shield on this side is going into a little groove like it should. Yep, that's the first time I ever nailed it perfectly on the first try. And we'll see, look how easy that went on. Alright. Alright. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Make sure that cover's on right. I'm about to go in there and put my shorts on. It's getting stuffy in here. It's a warm middle November day. Can't get my finger in there. That fuel line is right in my way. It's all right. Not too tight. Okay. We seem to be good. Plug her back in. Okay, let's see. Let me move this camera out of the way. Set the camera up and lower this thing down. I don't like cranking stuff up here when it's real high. Okay, let's give her a try, see if she'll fire up for us. Well, alrighty, that's that, and that is the coil. It was the coil. Well, that was another video down. I appreciate you guys and girls watching. Ooh, another glorious day at the old lawnmower shop. I love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Love y'all.